Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Wow, we finally did it. We are finally up to the point where I can start piecing this collection together. So far we've been through the Jack Specific, we've been through Accessory Innovations, we have been through Tomy from the time that they had the license to make Sonic products, and then eventually lost it to Jack Specific again. This time, we can finally start putting together my Great Eastern Entertainment plush collectibles, the GEE. So this is going to be done in a set of 2 or 3 videos. I think it's going to be more like 3 videos. But without further ado, let's start looking at, and I thought today would be, to start off with, would be a good idea to go through the core characters that from the Sonic franchise. So one of the first ones that I got, and I was so glad somebody directed me on how to get these because I wasn't even sure because I couldn't find them ever in the stores. I know I can find them in certain stores now, but back then, not so much. Like you'll hear me talk about Tokyo from time to time. They will have Great Eastern Entertainment items show up in their stores from time to time. But most of this was gotten online from various different websites and locations. So, the first one I have to show is, of course, the man himself, Sonic the Hedgehog. This now I'm going to warn you. What's really interesting about this line, and you can tell I'm a little bit more excited about this line than I am any other, is because of how many characters they have represented. It's just insane. I don't even have them all. Now, what's really interesting about this collection that I have going here is that some of them are from their more recent run, some of them are from their original run. It's just kind of like a crapshoot when I buy these. But I'm more interested in having the character rather than necessarily with Great Eastern anyway, than what run it's from. But I will mention the run as we go through. So this Sonic was 2019. So this is from their most recent run as of getting the license to make these characters back. So we got Sonic. It was the first one that I ever got, and somebody directed me to where I could get it, and I'm very glad. To that person, I don't remember who you are, but thank you for directing me there so that I could start this collection. And it is, and as you will see over the next couple, 2 or 3 videos, it has grown. So there is Sonic. And of course, the next one that I got was Tails. He's a small one. I think there are 2 versions of these plushes. I think there's these smaller ones, and then there's a bigger one. And I know that someone is making oversized. One of these companies is making oversized one. Well, there's one from Dave and Buster's that I want in the worst way. The big thing. Like I'm gonna to show that one off. I'm gonna have to get one of. I think I mentioned one in the last one of those lapel microphones so that I can stand back and talk about it because it's so heckin' big. But we got Tails, and then of course, and I kind of where I could bought these in the order of where they appeared or how they appeared or first appearance. We'll put it that way. But we also got Knuckles. So the core 3 characters from the game, perfect. All right. Um, and then, of course, I had to get Shadow. Shadow, of course, if you know me at all, Shadow is one of my favorite characters in the entire franchise because he's kind of, even though we have a little bit of backstory from Knuckles, especially with Sonic Adventure 1, in my opinion, Shadow is kind of the first Sonic character that had a really deep, rich, well developed, well fleshed out, maybe not well fleshed out background, maybe sometimes a little convoluted because of his game. Of course you have like multiple endings and only one of them is the real ending, the canon ending. But he's really, as far as I know, the only Sonic character that at introduction had a really, really deep, rich backstory, and I love that's the kind and that's kind of what draws me to him as a character, because I like having deep, rich backstories. So we had to have Shadow in the collection. Of course, even if without that, we still got to have Shadow in the collection because, so let's face it, Shadow is just awesome. And then I'm going to continue with core characters, but variations of those core characters. Now, I was able to pick up Super Shadow. I still need to track down Super Sonic. He's one of the ones I do not have, but I was able to track down Super Shadow with that nice kind of champagne-y look. A lot of times, what we're seeing is that he is more of the golden yellow color, like Sonic is when he goes super. Um, and I'm not sure why that is. You know what? It's fine. It's just a collectible item. Um, like Jack's Pacific, you see him showing up with that bright yellow color rather than the champagne light color here. Um, I'm okay. There might be a reason behind that. I don't know. It would take a little research to find out. It's probably a licensing thing, is what I suspect. Um, so that one, oh, and I did not. So this is a 2015. So this is actually from their original run, which is even cooler. Let's see. Let's go back to Super Shadow. Well, Super Shadow doesn't have his tag on it, so I suspect this is from the 2015 run. Because I think I bought this on eBay, if I recall correctly. Knuckles. Let's see, Knuckles. I know I'm not done showing off new items. So this is the 2020 run. So this is the recent run. And then Tails is from 2019. So this is also the recent run. And then finally, I said variations. This is one of my personal favorite variations of Sonic. Excuse me. I know some people are going to disagree with this. Some people are going to be like, really cool. But as soon as I knew they had it, I wanted it and I tracked it down. But I do have the Werehog. This is hello tag. Well, can I see the tag, please? So this is the 2019. So this is the recent run of this plush line, based on when they had when Great Eastern Entertainment had gotten back the um, the license to make these plushes, but we got Sonic. So there are many other ones that I need to get that I just don't have. Um, but the tag is kind of cool. I don't know why I didn't notice that before. I get a little bit of art there. Very cool. Because most of the other ones have just like a what's the word I want? Basically, they all have the same tag. It might have the name of the specific plush, but it's all basically the same tag. This is the only one that I have that has a bit of artwork on it. That's pretty cool. That makes it a little bit more unique. And of course, um I don't typically take the tags off unless they accidentally fall off or they just came without the tag. It's of note, just in case you are a parent looking to buy a one of these for your young ones, it is of note that these are a collectible item. There is a tag on it that actually says not for children under 15 years old. So bear that in mind when you're looking at these to buy for young ones. This is more something you're going to purchase for a collector, somebody that wants to just display them, because these are not, even though they are made as toys, they're not really meant to be toys. So bear that in mind when you are looking at these. So that is all I have for the core characters. As you can see, there's quite a few other characters that I need to get my hands on. Now, when I say core characters, I want to make sure we understand that what I mean by core characters is Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and that's it. Those are the core, and Shadow. Those are the core four characters of the entire franchise, in my opinion. They are the ones that are featured the most, and they are the ones that are focused on the most in most media. So that's where I come from. That's how I class them. You might class them something different, or in a different way, and that's fine. We all kind of do. We all kind of do that. I'm just saying. So, anyway, that is part one of my Great Eastern Entertainment plush collection. And as you can see, I have quite a few more. I'm going to go ahead and switch them out and set up for the next video. I am recording these back to back for release over the next week. So, or two. So, keep looking for the next parts. They are scheduled. All right. Thank you. Have a great one. Be safe and happy holidays. Merry Christmas and Merry, happy, whatever it is that you happen to celebrate.